This copyrighted broadcast of the Filipina Super League may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the PSL. A look inside the FILOIL ECOOIL Center, the home of the San Juan Kings. They're hosting the Caloocan Supremos, who are facing elimination. In Game 1, Caloocan tried to come back, but came up short, led by their leaders Jeff Manday, who was in double figures, and Chris Biton, who was unstoppable in the last 4 minutes of the game. San Juan, with Michael Calisan, who turned 30 the other night, had a monster performance in Game 1. Orlan Wamar showing his entire repertoire, a near triple-double game for him. It's the Supremos and the Kings for Game 2 of the PSL Presidents Cup 2025. Hello everybody with Noy Africa. My name is Sandy Grumo, and Daniel Aguardia will join us later at the side. And Noy, there's been a lot of tremendous pressure going on for the Caloocan Supremos. They look very tired and weary in game number 1.
Yeah, that's right. And San Juan very much counts on that fatigue factor in game 1. But unfortunately for them, late in that fourth quarter, Caloocan made that 26-8 run in the last 5 minutes. And I believe this could be a springboard momentum swing towards the side of Caloocan here in game 2.
Now let's check the numbers back in game number 1. The Kings defeated the Supremos 72-68, as I mentioned earlier. They tried to come back so many times back in game number 1. Michael Calisan top scoring for the team.
Yeah, eventually they just ran out of time. But in that game, the Kings just dominated the boards 47-29, and also getting a lot of second chance points, 12-4 against the Supremos. And their front court really was the difference here, outscoring the Caloocan front court 49-29.
The birthday boy turned 30 years old the other night, top scoring for the team, 20 points, 8 out of 12 from the field, 3 blocks, and with 8 rebounds.
Well, if not for the performance of Orlan Wamar, the near triple-double, Michael Calisan would have been the best player in any other day, would have been a fitting birthday gift for him. But I think more than anything, getting that Game 1 victory, one hand on the trophy, more than enough for Michael Calisan.
How about Jeff Manday? Here in the season, he's shooting 46% from long distance, but had 2 triples only in game number 1.
That is right, and the San Juan defense that's focusing on Jeff Manday, limiting him to 2 out of 9 from the 3-point area. Although he did score 15 points, but he'd like to have more outside firepower coming from Jeff Curry Manday.
Now we go to our marquee matchup, the Bangers, the Hitmen, here in the game. This is presented to us by Daily Fantasy, Dex Marquez of the Kings. And for the Supremos, it's Romel Calahat.
It's definitely a matchup between the Stag and the Young Buck. Both of these players coming from the San Sebastian basketball program. Dex Marquez in game 1 finished with 11 points and 4 rebounds. Romel Calahat with 2 late threes, one of the sparks that Caloocan needed to make that late game rally.
Now we'll turn you over to Daniel Aguardia. So now, the Caloocan Supremos, they are facing elimination. What is the mindset of the Supremos coming into this ballgame?
Yes, Sonny and Coach, the Supremos are definitely feeling the pressure, especially after Game 1. But as they said, that is already history. Managing the pressure tonight, given in the home court of the Kings. Coach Toto Tuhilio said that they already beat us back home and we can do the same to them tonight. The team already showed a different energy and fire in their eyes during yesterday's practice. That is why they are ready to force Game 3. Additionally, the Supremos had a roster adjustment. JJ Manlangit will play in place of Paul Sanga. And now on the side of the Kings, they don't want to go back to Caloocan. That is why they are aiming to end the final series today. Coach Alex Angeles said na kitang-kita raw sa mata ng mga players nila na gusto na nilang makuha ang championship title tonight. It's the King versus the Supremos when we get back. It's the PSL Presidents Cup 2025, the finals.
Hawak ko ang laro.
We are ready to begin. A very good evening, PSL fans. Welcome to FILOIL ECOOIL Center here in San Juan City. This is Pilipinas Super League 2025 President's Cup, the finals, in cooperation with Ballot Hoops. Will San Juan Kings hold and the series tonight and bring home the championship? Or will Caloocan Supremos force a rubber match? Game 3. Now let us meet the players from your super teams. Beginning with Caloocan Supremos. Number 1, Romel Calahat. Number 5, Ronnie Matias. Number 7, Jeremy Cabanag. Number 8, Jaggy Lode. Number 12, Josh Flores. Number 15, Alvin Baitiong. Number 16, Irvin Palancia. Number 18, June Bon Subre. Number 19, Prince Casin. Number 26, Rael Cervantes. Number 27, Gabby Espinas. Number 29, Joko Tayong Tong. Number 31, JJ Malrongi. Supremos is joined with her head coach, Gabby Espinas, assistant coaches, Toto Dohilio, Peter Santamaria, Mark Manalang, team managers, Mac Robert D. Tianu, Jeremy Teen, team owners, Dennis Flores, and Honorable Congressman, Oka Malapitan. Ladies and gentlemen, Caloocan Supremos. And now, make some noise as we welcome your San Juan Kings Go for Gold. Number 1, Craniel Villoria. Number 2, number 3, Ron Tennyson. Number 4, Jobes Soriano. Number 6, AC Soberano. Number 9, Dex Marquez. Number 11, John Galinato. Number 12, Joe M. Sabandal. Number 13, Royce Alforque. Number 14, Kid Agovida. Number 15, Arvin Gamboa. Number 16, Zach Wong. Number 21, Raynel Hugnaton. Number 23, Kenneth Villapando. Number 2, Michael Calisan. Number 5, Orlan Ramar. San Juan Kings Go for Gold is joined with her head coach, Alex Hangeles, assistant coaches, RB Mangas, Jonathan Banal, Nat Gregorio, James Ongpin, Jigs Conamor, Jeff Taunera, Paulo Grospe, team manager Jun Usman, and team owners Jeremy Go and Honorable Senator Jingoy Estrada. Ladies and gentlemen, your San Juan Kings Go for Gold! May we request everyone to please all rise for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem. Sa lahat po ng mga nakasombrero, maaari lamang po pakitanggal panandalian. Maraming salamat.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
You may all be seated. Both teams on the board for the sportsmanship handshake. Starting forward, number 1, Romel Kalahat. Other forward, number 19, Prince Kasin. Starting guard, number 7, Jeremy Kabanog. One guard, number 72, Chris Viton. And playing center, number 27, Gabi Espinas. Head coach of Caloocan Supremos is Gabi Espinas, assisted by Toto Dohilio, Peter Santamaria, Mark Malalang, team managers, Mac Robert Ditiadu, Jeremy Teen, and team owners, Dennis Flores and Honorable Congressman Oka Malapitan. And here are the starters for San Juan. Go for gold! Starting guard, number 1, Craniel Viloria. Small forward, number 16, Zach Kwan. Also at forward, number 2, Michael Calisan. Playing center, number 9, Dex Marquez. And one guard, number 5, Orlan Huamar. Head coach is Alex Hangeles, assisted by RB Mangas, Jonathan Banal, Nat Gregorio, James Ongpin, Jigs Conamor, Jeff Tonera, Paulo Gorospe, team manager, June Usman, and team owners, Jerry Migo, and Honorable Senator, Jingoy Estrada.
And the Supremos will start with Chris Vito, Jeremy Cabana, Gabi Espinas, Romel Kalahat, and Prince Kasin. Wamar will start with Daniel Veloria, Dex Marquez, Michael Calisan, and Zach Wang. The starting 5 brought to us by Don Benitos, ang pambansang kasama. The officials are all veteran crew. John Lester Celeste, wearing jersey number 88, Ralph Moreto, number 93, and Eric Mendoza, number 91. We are here inside the FILOIL ECOOIL Center for game number 2, and the Supremos are staring at elimination. And we have to jump it up. No, so it's going to be San Juan basketball. The Kings offense got them through game 1, creating enough of a lead to weather a late surge by the Supremos that was anchored on their stifling defense.
Interesting how it's San Juan who actually made the adjustment here. Craniel Veloria starting in place of John Galinato here.
What a performance for Orlan Umar, best player back in game number 1, finishing the game with 15 points, and the San Juan Kings committing a 24-second shot clock violation.
That's interesting because so far only 16 seconds have gone off the clock, and they're called for the 24-second shot clock violation.
The Supremos in ball possession with Prince Kasin there. Did start in game number 1 also. Kapanag. Kalahat for 3. Yes!
Kalahat did end the fourth quarter in game 1 with 2 threes. Looks like he's got that rhythm going here in San Juan.
Romel Kalahat is shooting 34% from the three-point territory and average 7.6 points a game. And the Supremos in ball possession. Coach Toto Duilio, or I talked to him earlier, and he told me they were very tired back in game number 1 because after the Pangasinan series, they had a hard practice and went to, like, not a party, but they get together during the evening. Here is Mike Kess from the top of the key and rebounded by Jeremy Cabanag, who was nothing in game number 1.
He scored 7 points, all of which was in that crucial fourth quarter run. Unfortunately for them, time expired. So naubusan lang na oras itong Caloocan, and let's see if they can build some momentum from that finish in the fourth.
There's the kick out. Kalahat for 3 and it's way out. Now they're shooting 1 out of 3 from long distance here in the first quarter.
Well, teams have been allowing Kalahat to take open threes. That's by design. So it's really a matter of Romel Kalahat just knocking it down from deep.
The Supremos, they're shooting 35% from long distance here. And the tournament, Kalahat puts the move. Michael Calisan defending. Now he draws the double. Rejected by Calisan. Zach Wong. There's a miss from Zach Wong, and it's gonna be Caloocan basketball.
In that previous possession, it wasn't really the right play for Romel Kalahat to try and take on Michael Calisan in the post. That's a veteran post defender right there.
7 minutes, 48 seconds to go. Micas saving it for the San Juan Kings. Nice screen by Michael Calisan and Dex Micas scoring in transition.
What's important about that screen by Michael Calisan, that is called a seal screen. You have to act like you're actually fighting for position in the paint as opposed to just really blocking the defender's way.
The San Juan Kings averaged 19.6 fast break points here in the PSL President's Cup, and it's going to be San Juan Kings basketball. Remember, in game number 1, they had 9 fast break points.
That was very close in that first quarter. San Juan outscoring Caloocan 16-14. So they're very comfortable with this slow pace so far.
Zach Wong 0 of 2 to start from the field here. It's a shooting foul, so Zach Wong will go to the free throw line for the first time in game number 1. Zach Wong scored only 2 points and played 19 minutes. He'll turn you over now to Daniel Aguardo. Daniel.
Getting the win won't be easy. Coach Alex Angeles of the Kings said that they have to work hard possession by possession, and the key to winning tonight is staying positive all the time. While they know there's no perfect game, they will embody how important it is to move on, go to the next play, and focus on what's in front of you. Sandy and Coach Roy?
Well, definitely, Caloocan will just not give the trophy to them. They're going to have to fight and claw their way, and hope that they do not have to go back to Caloocan in game 3.
Taken away by Zach Wong, and he gives up the dribble. Quick catch there. Romel Kalahat ball stays with the San Juan Kings.
Well, if you're San Juan, you're very comfortable with this low scoring pace right now because, you know, this Caloocan squad can really put up numbers in a hurry when they want to.
Dex Micas. Three-pointer. Yes!
You could say that was really not the best shot available for the San Juan Kings, but whenever your player knocks it down, it's always a good shot.
And the Kings back in game number 1, 7 out of 17 from long distance. That's 41% shooting. And Gabi Espinas unable to score over Dex Micas. Veloya not able to score on the layup. Here come the Supremos. Cabanag puts the move, finds trouble with it. With a little English that time, he will go to the free throw line.
Well, it's nice to see Jeremy Cabanag continuing to be aggressive in game 1. He was shackled by the defense of Arvin Gamboa, and I was talking to him earlier. I a young gun able to stop you. You're a veteran and you should be able to impose your will. And he just said, panoorin mo na lang yung game, itong game 2.
Jeremy Cabanag did not go to the free throw line in game number 1, scored 7 points, and was 3 out of 4 from the field.
And again, all of his 7 points came in that fourth quarter with quiet pretty much for the entire ball game, averaging 8 points per game, 2 rebounds and 2 assists.
And he is shooting 78% from the free throw line this season and goes 2 out of 2 at the line. That's the Caloocan crowd here in San Juan. It's a 1-point game. It's a foul on Jogi Laude, who did not see action in game number 1. Now he is in the game for the Supremos.
Well, probably there to add a little more pressure on the basketball. You know, he's a tireless perimeter defender.
6-5 is our score. Inside pass, Zach Wang is praised it to Dex Marquez. Michael short, and he is fouled. It's on Jogi Laude. It's his second personal here in the first period.
Great decision from Dex Marquez, putting the ball on the floor. Sort of like a high-low with his San Sebastian partner, Michael Calisan. Although they did not get to play together in San Sebastian, but you can see the chemistry has already been built between Calisan and Dexter Marquez.
Michael Calisan, who turned 30 years old the other night. That's Feb 27. 15.7 points a game, 6.9. One of the best rebounders here in the PSL. There goes 2 out of 2.
Nothing flashy about the game of Michael Calisan, but very effective and efficient.
Another bad play for the Caloocan Supremos.
You don't really want Jogi Laude to be the one trying to create plays for his teammates. He's there more for his defensive prowess.
In game number 1, the Caloocan Supremos down by as many as 22 points in the first half. 3 if it goes in, and yes!
5 points now for Jeremy Cabanag, looking to bounce back here in game 2.
Cabanag with 5 points, and Orlan Lamar answers back.
First 2 points for Orlan Lamar at 17 in game 1.
5 minutes remaining. Bonsubre is in the game, guarded by Dex Marquez. Cabanag. Jogi Laude not able to get it, and rebounded by Michael Calisan. Marquez. And Jogi Laude getting the rebound for the Caloocan Supremos. It's a noisy crowd here inside the FILOIL ECOOIL Center in San Juan, and a foul committed by Jun Bonsubre. It's an offensive foul.
Well, even if they're claiming that Dexter Marquez flopped, nevertheless, that's a veteran being able to sell the call to the referees.
Romel Calad goes to their bench. Ervin Palencia in the game with Ronnie Matias, Jogi Laude, Jeremy Cabanag, and Jun Bonsubre. John Galinato, in the meantime, is in the game with Renny Lugnatan. Outside to Galinato. There's the kick out for 3. Viloria comes up empty. Valencia will wait for his teammates. Laude asking for the ball. Cabanag with 5 points here in the first quarter. A better start for Jeremy Cabanag. Bonsubre goes inside. The extra step. Blocked by Michael Calisan. Bonsubre able to get to it, and Ronnie Matias. 3-on-1 situation. 3 underway, incoming, short. Lamar crossing the timeline. Fouled by Ervin Palencia.
Right now, the Caloocan Supremos really just trying to not allow Orlan Romar into any kind of rhythm, sending double teams on him, making somebody else make the plays for San Juan.
Another substitution for the Caloocan Supremos, Jeff Banday and Joshua Flores. So a lot of combination here being displayed by the Caloocan Supremos.
Well, for the past 2 games, Jeff Banday has been starting for the Caloocan Supremos. So they're trying to go back, making him weapon off the bench. As you see the stats in Orlan Romar, 10 points, 3 rebounds, and almost 10 assists per game.
Orlan Romar, in game number 1, he shot 60% from the free throw line, 3 out of 5.
More importantly, hit, I believe, 5 threes in that game.
Jeff Banday shooting 46% from long distance. Backdoor play, and nice play there for the Supremos. Cutting down the lead to 1.
A lot of familiarity in the offense of Caloocan. Bonsupe waiting for Banday with a back cut.
But the Supremos with 17 assists. All in all, in game number 1, Alforge out to Galinato for 3. Can't get it a full. Picked up by Matias. He brings it down. He goes inside. And he is fouled by Rainiel Hugnatan.
That time, Ronnie Matias making sure to test the footwork, the laterals of Rainiel Hugnatan, able to get a foul. You see once again, great backdoor cut, great communication. Easy layup for Jeff Banday.
Arvin Gamboa comes in early here in the first period, replacing Michael Calisan. Matias Di Matias, he is at the line. He is shooting 45% from the free throw line and average 2 points a game.
Arvin Gamboa did a incredible job containing Jeremy Cabanag in game 1, especially in the first half.
Matias played 18 minutes in game number 1 but did not score. But his performance back in that series versus Pangasinan in game number 2, he was awesome.
Yeah, those clutch threes in the end game was able to put Pangasinan Abono Reapers away.
And the Caloocan Supremos leading for the first time here in the series. Galinato gets by Banday, can't get it a fall. Banday coming down with it. Flores asking for the ball. Here is Joshua Flores. Back out to Irvin Palencia. Here is Flores. Mismatch. Matias fouling Orlan Romar.
Orlan Romar for the second time in this series doing the nutmeg. This time on Ronnie Matias.
And for a while, I thought it was a mismatch, but Orlan Romar more quicker.
Well, whenever you're a smaller defender trying to defend in the post, your first order of business is try to stop that entry pass, try to get the steal. Because once the bigger offensive player gets to back you down, the advantage definitely swings to the way of the offense.
Both Wamar and Joshua Flores played for the University for the Visayas when they were in high school, but did not complete their playing years because Wamar transferred to Manila. He played for CEU, and Joshua Flores also did not finish his high school career in Cebu because he played for National University.
So again, it's the Southern Basketball Almanac right beside me.
Irvin Palencia with a change of pace, and he lost it. Look at the swarming defense of the San Juan Kings. Noy.
Right now, Caloocan really playing very sloppily. 5 turnovers now in the game.
We are tied at 12-all, and both teams with 3 field goals only, with 2 minutes and 7 remaining. This timeout is brought to you by Dumper Party List. the FILOIL ECOOIL Center in the city of San Juan. It's a beautiful Thursday night, Saturday night to play basketball. I said that back in game number 1. Confused with the days here in Manila.
Well, game 1 was really very exciting, so you're probably still stuck on that day.
Tied at 12 all for the first time here in game number 2. In game number 1, we had 7 lead changes and 5 deadlocks. Nice shot by Gabi Espinas.
This time, Gabi Espinas winning the battle of the immortals in the post.
Supremos with a 2-point lead. A minute 14 to go. Royce Alforque. Nice move by Royce Alforque. His first field goal of the game now. These two teams with 4 field goals made here in the first quarter. A minute 24 to go.
Definitely low scoring here.
Yep.
But Royce Alforque, very important how he performs in the minutes where Orlan Wamar has to rest.
Matias Nunn expecting the pass. Flores committing the turnover.
This is going to hurt Caloocan. Already 6 turnovers against just 3 for San Juan. Cannot afford to be too aggressive, I guess.
Joko Tayuntong in the game. He is from Cagayan de Oro. For the Supremos, Arvin Gamboa rises up for 2. Short. Quick hands there by Royce Alforque. Finds Arvin Gamboa. Puts the move. He kicks it out. Take it away by Gabi Espinas. Jeff. Manday. Shot clock at 5. Manday putting Ron Dennison in a torture chamber.
But you like how Ron Dennison just making sure to deny Jeff Manday any attempts from the perimeter. He's trying to give him those driving lanes, but able to sprint back on defense.
As the old saying goes, you cannot stop what you cannot catch.
Oh, yeah.
Shot clock, 12 seconds for the Supremos. Manday is yet to score here. Here is Matias, short of the layup.
Could be last shot time here for San Juan.
Gamboa, this time he will score. 1 out of 3 now from the field is Arvin Gamboa.
He did score the last basket in game 1 in the first quarter.
Played 15 minutes in game 1. Manday pass!
That's gonna be a big boost in the arm of Caloocan, especially Jeff Manday can string together some threes here.
And that's how you close a quarter. Jeff Manday scoring from downtown his first here in game number 2 and his 3rd here in the series. Second quarter is coming up. And the Supremos with a 1-point lead. noisy crowd here in game number 2. Here, FILOIL ECOOIL Center, home of the San Juan Kings, hosting the Caloocan Supremos. Manday scoring a booming big three to end the first quarter. His third in the series and his first here in game number 2.
Remember, in game 1, he only shot 2 out of 9 from deep, and very important if he can string together some baskets here.
Daily Fantasy and Fantasy Sports ng Pilipinas, pumili ng top basketball players at mag-build ng sariling dream team si Daily Fantasy. Dahil dito sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. Join now at dailyfantasy.com. Field goals, 31% for the San Juan Kings. Gabby will score downstairs.
Very important for Caloocan to get baskets inside the paint as they were dominated in the front court 49-29 in game 1.
And the Supremos, 6 out of 15 from the field. Galinato will score from downtown.
Back in college, not really known as a three-point shooter. Nice to see that he has developed that long-range shot.
That is his second from the three. That is the second for the San Juan Kings. From long distance, Irvin Palencia. Nahugatan defending him. He fakes. He gives it to Joko Tayongtong. There's the separation. And the 2 points for Joko Tayongtong. 21-19 now.
Great defense by Galinato. Just better offense for Tayongtong.
Arvin Gamboa, 1 out of 3 from the field here in the first half. John Galinato scored a 3-pointer earlier. What a move, Galinato. Rebounded by Gabi Espinas. The Supremos average 40 rebounds. 40 rebounds only, no. And they average 39.
That's really the difference when you have Royce Alforque instead of Orlan Omar on the floor. Alforque mostly looking to create shots for himself. Orlan Omar will be checking in. However, Alforque will go to the free throw line, so he will come in later. AC Soberano and Agovida coming in for San Juan.
Bench scoring in game number 1, Caloocan with 27 points, 18 for the San Juan Kings, and both coaches using their bench early here. In game number 2, especially Caloocan.
In a short series, especially for Caloocan that had to play a game 3 just 4 days ago. You're going to need every bit of your bench. Royce Alforque averaging about 4 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 assists per game.
Matias. Shot clock 10 seconds. Agovida committing the foul. That is the first for the San Juan Kings. Royce Alforque back to the bench. Omar back to the floor. 14 seconds remaining in the shot clock of the Caloocan Supremos. Panday puts the move. He goes inside and he decided to pass the ball in the last minute, so it's not a shooting foul. It's the second for the San Juan Kings.
Most scorers, when they hear that whistle, they just force that shot up.
Tayongtong. He gives it to Irvin Palencia. The Immortals. Palencia puts the move. Oh! Would have been a good one. Agovida coming down with it. Quick hands there by Jeff Manday, resulting to a turnover for the San Juan Kings. Chris Biton in the game for the Supremos and also Real Cervantes. I like the pace of the bench of the Caloocan Supremos, Noy.
And so far, no team has actually gotten momentum here in this ball game, and Caloocan really just trying to shuffle their men, trying to find the right combination.
You know, when I talk to Coach Toto Duilio, he's a soft-spoken person.
Just like you.
Parang walang problema eh, no? 3. Rebounded by Wamar. And the Supremos shooting 3 out of 7 from long distance. Gamboa. Back out. Orlan Wamar. Ito chasing him. And Wamar blows the layup. Manday stops, shoots, and misses the three-pointer.
Good job by Arvin Gamboa, stepping on the three-point line, making sure to be able to contest that three from Jeff Manday.
A 2-point lead for the Caloocan Supremos. Rainy Lugnatan is 46 years old. Nice spin move and he overcooks. Picked up by Tayong Tong. And he crosses the timeline. Cervantes. Tayong Tong, Wamar guarding him. Wamar trying to reach in. Cervantes out to Chris. They're putting on a big guy against Chris Biton. There's the little fadeaway shot. Here come the Kings. AC is fouled by Choco Tayong Tong. Basket counts. And a foul.
Great vision by Orlan Wamar, spotting AC Soberano leaking out. And you like how AC Soberano just attacked the defense of Choco Tayong Tong, able to get the basket plus the foul.
AC Soberano will go to the free throw line for the first time here in game number 2. AC played 13 minutes in game number 1. Scored only 3 points. He's 1 out of 2. Daniel LaGuardia, what's the latest?
Written on the board of the Supremos was, the harder the conflict, the more glorious the triumph. Experiencing the semis that led to Game 3 with only little to no rest heading to the finals, Chris Beton said fatigue was a big factor in their performance, but feeling refreshed and extra motivated, handa silang bumalik sa kanilang bahay for Game 3 and to rid the Kings their comfort zone and their home court. Sandy and Coach Lloyd.
And how will you overcome fatigue, Noy?
Well, you're going to have to recuperate very quickly, and that's the advantage to having home court.
Yep.
Even if you lost Game 1, you win Game 2, you go back home for Game 3.
Well, the Supremos coming into the series as the number 1 team with only 1 defeat, 9-1 during the elimination round. But had a tough series against the Pangasinan Abona Reapers.
So far, Caloocan has done a good job containing Orlan Wamar, only with 4 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists.
Cabanag back in the game for the Supremos. Cervantes, backdoor play. Biton finds Manlanit, who did not play in game number 1.
He was just activated for this game in place of Paul Sama. Remember in the eliminations, he had that heavenly duo with Biton and Manlangit.
23-22, Agovida. Wamar. Here is Agovida. And that's a travel.
And right away, the infusion of JJ Manlangit scoring earlier and making the stop the other way. Great find by Biton, finding Manlangit cutting down the middle. The celestial combination for the Supremos.
The Supremos with 5 assists all in all here in the first half. Jeremy Cabanag with 5 points. We go to the corner, 3. Agovida, the rebound, and he throws it away.
And you can see Orlan Wamar telling Agovida,
You have your own game face.
give me the ball, I can bring that ball down. I mean, you give it to Kalisaan at half court. He's easier to stop as opposed to just waiting for him to get back inside the paint.
20 turnovers for the San Juan Kings in game number 1. It was Orlan Wamar. Dex Marquez had 3 turnovers. And Alforque also with 3. In game number 1.
Right, as you talk about turnovers, a turnover here for Caloocan.
Also, the Caloocan Supremos in game number 1 committed 14 turnovers. A AC asking for the ball. Marquez. Wamar. Chris Biton defending. Wamar. Lost it. Picked up by Dex Marquez. Oh! Almost! And rebounded by Prince Kasim. 3 minutes and 37 seconds remaining in the first half. Cervantes, Marquez on him. He's staring at their shot clock. It's winding down, and Real Cervantes trying to beat the 24 clock toss of an air ball. 3 minutes and 20 to go. It's a 1-point ball game. And this timeout is brought to you by Dumper Party List.
PSL fans, what is up? FILOIL ECOOIL Center. We'll be having first our Don Benito's shout out of the game. Again, this is shout out of the game presented to you by Don Benito's ang pambansang kasava. So right here, I'm with Miss.
Hello, my name is Joanna.
Miss Joanna, I'm giving you a chance to give a shout out to your favorite teams and favorite team that you're supporting right now. Give a shout out to your friends and family.
Sinusuportahan ko yung Caloocan Supremos, tsaka lalong-lalo ni kapatid ko si Alvin Bechong. Shoutout ka pala sa family ko na nanonood ngayon sa South Rayos, tsaka yung family ko from Vancouver.
And dahil nag-shoutout ka, Miss Joanna, you'll be getting some freebies from Don Benito's ang pambansang kasava. And of course, meron ding binigay ang Eurotel and Sogo, two more sponsors of our Pilipinas Super League. That's it for now. We'll be back for more action.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with 3 minutes and 20 remaining in the first half. Chris Biton, Orlan Omar, a good matchup at the point guard position. The Kings is shooting 29% from the field. Michael Calisan back in the game for the Kings. Marquez, nice fake, but he comes up empty, very short that time.
2-4 shots for Dexter Marquez with clock running down. Both teams really struggling to find any kind of offensive rhythm here in the second quarter. Only 6 points each.
The Supremos holding on to that 1-point lead. Cabanag. Oh, nice penetration by Jeremy Cabanag. Now he has 7 points.
You can see how pumped up he is for this game, going up against Michael Calisan in the paint. Able to find a seam in that defense, finishing with the right.
Question is, can he maintain that aggressiveness all throughout game number 2? Because he's been on and off this season.
I mean, last season he was really one of the top perimeter scorers for the Caloocan Supremos, but the entry of Chris Biton has allowed him to be a little less aggressive on offense. But I think when the big games come, the big players have to produce.
One of the better free throw shooters here in the PSL, Jeremy Cabanag, completes the three-point play. Zach Wong back in the game. Wow. Michael poked away by Chris Biton, picking the pocket of Michael Calisan.
Easily one of the best perimeter defenders, Chris Biton.
Well, Prince Kasim has been missing his three-point shooting. Michael is fouled by Chris Biton. A good foul to give.
Well, this is one thing that Michael Calisan was doing very well in game 1. Be the first big back on offense. Just get good position inside the paint, do the early work. And San Juan has been finding him continuously in that game 1.
Look at the pacing of the big men of the Caloocan Supremos. Now it's Romel Calahan. This is our marquee matchup. Calahan guarding Dex Marquez inside to Dex, picked up by Romel Calahan.
That time Marquez was not expecting that pass from Orlan Wamar.
Cabanag, bam!
No one there to stop the basketball. Jeremy Cabanag on fire here in the second quarter.
And the Caloocan crowd pretty much alive here inside the FILOIL ECOOIL Center in the city of San Juan. Cabanag is on fire. 11 points here in our first half. Back in a moment. Jeremy Cabanag, 11 points, 1 rebound, 2 out of 3 from long distance. A flamethrower here in the first half.
Interestingly enough, in Game 1, San Juan made sure that the Caloocan crowd will not be a factor. But right now, here in San Juan, the Caloocan crowd has come alive due to the explosion of one Jeremy Cabanag.
And this is Orlando Omar. Inside to Calisan. Blocked by Prince Cassie. Cabanag for three. Can't get it a full. Rebounded by Viloria. Dex. And one for Dex Marquez.
Jeremy Cabanag claiming that there was no foul there. But you like how the bigs of San Juan being the first one in transition. This time it's Dex Marquez.
Jeremy Cabanag asking for a review.
We're gonna have to see that again. There was a challenge by Cabanag.
Running on all fumes.
Oh yeah.
So the San Juan Kings is shooting 54% from the free throw line here in the first half. As we saw earlier, Senator Coach Jingoy Estrada talking to the officials table.
I believe San Juan has been called for a technical for improper bench decorum. That's why Jeremy Cabanag trooping to the other side for one technical free throw.
So Cabanag will go to the free throw line. He was complaining earlier that he had a hat on his face. Cabanag with 11. Now he has 12 points. One of the best free throw shooters here in the league.
What a way to bounce back for Jeremy Cabanag. 12 points all in the first half after only scoring 7 in Game 1.
And I can see Senator Coach Jigoy Estrada standing up. Dex Marquez, 7 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. Michael with the offensive rebound. Shot clock at 7. Viloria, quick hands there by Manlangit. Picked up by Prince. Kalahad keeping it alive. Kalahad lost it to Michael. And a player is down on the floor, and that is Dex Marquez.
He did get hit. But luckily for them, the ball went back to San Juan. Would have been an easy basket for Caloocan had they waited. Oh, banged heads with Prince Casin.
Well, it was just an accident. So Prince was hit on his left shoulder while Dex was hitting the head. Orlin Lamar here. And this game is 4 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Marquez with 7 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist.
So far, Caloocan has done a good job containing Calisaan and Wamar, only limiting them to a combined 6 points here in the first half.
Royce Alforque checks back in for the San Juan Kings. A minute 3 remaining and a first half. Royce Alforque. 13 remaining in the shot clock. Taken away by Prince. Kasin. Kabanag. With a short stab, can't get it a fall.
Someone actually very lucky. Dodged the bullet there. As Jeremy Cabanag had an open midi, just unable to knock it down.
Now the Supremos are in the penalty. They're on top by 6 points. And the Kings shooting 50% from the free throw line here in the first half. 6 out of 12. Gabi Espinas checks back in for Romel Calahad. Well, Calahad has been back and forth, in and out here in game number 2.
Those are very important minutes that Romel Calahad gets to play, trying to contain Dexter Marquez and or Michael Calisan, 4th and 1.
Royce Alforque missing on his first at the line. He is shooting 72% from the free throw line, average 3.5 points a game this season. 2 points here. He scored a field goal back in the first quarter. And he gets the second free throw. 38 seconds remaining. The second period. Cabanag. Guarded by John Galinato. Espinas. Not able to get the call. Galinato with a left-handed layup to cut down the deficit to 3.
Gabi Espinas asking for a foul as their arms were entangled, but it was actually Gabi Espinas who initiated the entanglement on that play.
Another transition offense for the San Juan Kings. Beautiful left-handed layup for John Galinato. Timeout is brought to you by Dumper Party List. A 3-point lead for the Caloocan Supremos. And it's time for the Kings to threaten to come back here in game number 2, especially here in the first half. And John Galinato scoring back-to-back field goals for the San Juan Kings. Manday back in the game with 15 seconds to go.
Very important defensive possession here for San Juan. Try to stop Caloocan from scoring and allow them that momentum going into the third quarter. They still do have one foul to give.
30-27 at the line as Oren Umar, a chance for him to cut down the deficit to 2. And he does.
So again, one foul to give for San Juan. 15 seconds for Caloocan to get the last basket of the first half.
A technical foul called earlier against the Supremos and a turnover committed by Caloocan. And they can take the lead here. They will score a 3-pointer. Manday guarding Biton. Now it's Espinas back to Manday defending. Here is a 3-pointer. Short. It's been an entertaining first half here in San Juan. Our move of the game, Jeremy Cabana going strong to the hole, on fire. In a first half with 12 points, 1 rebound, and 1 assist. Our halftime score, the Caloocan Supremos up by 2, 30-28 against the San Juan Kings.
What is up, San Juan fans? Again, just like always, we'll be having some halftime activities. But before we continue, a quick audience check. Can I hear it from the fans of the Caloocan Supremos? Make some noise, guys. Come on. A little bit of cheer. I love the energy. And on the other side, some love coming from the fans of the San Juan Kings. Go for gold. Come on, guys. A little bit of cheer. Some noise. Make some noise, guys. All right. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in for our first activity of our halftime break. We'll be having the Shark Game. Again, just like always, paramihan lang po ng shoot. Merong salbabida na suot ang ating mga manlalaro. So as simple as it gets, paramihan lang. And the winner will get merch from Daily Fantasy. Dito, hawak mo ang laro. Without further ado, let's get this started in 3, and in 2, and in 1. Let's get it, guys. Begin. Come on, guys. Again, the goal of this game, paramihan po ng shoot, hindi po paramihan ng mintes. Come on, guys. Again, a chance to win some merch from Daily Fantasy. Dito, hawak mo ang laro. Come on, guys. Put those shots up. Yun lang. Merong butas yung likod ng salbabida. It's gonna be a challenge for you. Let's get it. So far, the right team is getting more shots in. Let's get it, guys. More energy. Come on, San Juan. A little bit of cheer for our participants. Come on, guys. Let's cheer. A round of applause. Come on, again, this is brought to you by the one and only Daily Fantasy. Come on, guys, continue putting your shots up. Paramihan to. I don't know the score, but makikita natin, our friends from Daily Fantasy will give me a signal if someone already wins it. Come on, guys, tuloy-tuloy lang. Minsan lang to. Minsan lang makakuha ng chance to get merch from Daily Fantasy. Again, dito hawak mo ang laro. Come on, guys. Let's get it. More energy. And FILOIL ECOOIL Center, let's cheer for our participants. Let's get it, guys. All right, come on. Let's get it. Mukhang mga taga San Juan, tong mga nakuha nating participants, they came from that side of the arena. All right, with that, we have a winner. Looks like the kids, the team on the left, gets the W, and with that, they're gonna be receiving a loot bag with a cap, a shirt, a baller, and a keychain. Actually, both teams for the participating will get prizes from Daily Fantasy. Again, thank you very much to one of the PSL sponsors, Daily Fantasy. Dito, hawak mo ang laro. And with that, we'll conclude with a photo op. All right, 1, 2, 3, say Daily Fantasy. Thank you very much for our participants. But then again, the party is just starting.
Hawak ko ang laro.
Hi PSL fans, this is Orlan Omar Jr. of San Juan Kings. Sali na sa Daily Fantasy, ang fantasy sports ng Pilipinas. pumili ng top basketball players at mag-build ng sariling dream team sa Daily Fantasy. Dahil dito sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. Join now at playdailyfantasy.com.
This time the prize will be given by Senator Jinggoy Estrada. Tigda 2 kilo ng bigas, a total of 10 winners. So let's get it, guys. The children of San Juan and Caloocan will battle it out at the free throw line, or who knows, it's gonna be a layup battle. Pagbata kasi minsan nag-iiba eh. Nevertheless, we'll begin our game. Let's get it. Let's put those shots up. Let's get it. Perhaps these are our future San Juan Kings, or maybe our future Caloocan Supremos. Again, everybody is welcome to join. Come on, children. This is specifically for you. Come on, guys. Huwag kayong mahiya. Sali po kayo. Any age, any gender, matanda, bata, babae, lalaki. Come on. You can join the party right here. Come on, guys. Let's get it. So far, isa pa lang po ang nakaka-shoot. All right, make that 2 winners. Come on. Continue putting those shots up. So far, that's gonna be a miss. Come on, guys. Mukhang marami sumasali. You better make most of your opportunities. Come on. Nako. Sobrang bata mo pa ata. Yun lang. Okay lang. Nice try, young gun. Nice try. Oh, that was a good form. Yun lang hindi pumasok. Come on, so far only 2 has won. Let's get it. It's gonna be a total of 10 winners. So far only 2 has gotten. Again, ang prize po courtesy of Senator Jinggoy Estrada. Tigda 2 kilo ng bigas. Thank you very much for your generosity, Senator Jinggoy Estrada. And now, come on, guys. So far, 3 has won a prize. Let's get it, guys. Come on, again. Everybody is still welcome to join. Don't be shy. Come on. Only here, go down. Everybody is welcome to join the party. All right, make that 4 winners. 6 slots left. Come on. Everybody, make the most out of your shot. Hindi nyo kailangan magmadali. Hindi nyo kailangan magmadali. Dribble muna kahit 3 beses. What a form. Oh, that goes in. With that, it's going to be 7, 8. Make it 8 winners right now with a night-night celebration. You got to love the energy. Come on, guys. Again, mga batang San Juan, mga batang Kangkalu, put those shots up now. Come on, continue. So far, I believe that's going to be 9 winners, if I'm not mistaken. Come on, guys, for one last 2 kilo ng bigas. Come on, sayang din yan. Malaking bagay po ang 2 kilo ng bigas. And again, that won't be possible without the generosity of Senator Jinggoy Estrada. Let's get it, guys. Continue putting those shots up. Again, you don't have to take a rush. Pero kayo mag-dribble muna. Dribble muna na onte. Hinga muna. Come on. Kulang sa warm-up to. Nako, masyado na-relax. And I would have blamed them because that first half was something else. Let's get it, guys. Come on. Put those shots up. Floater. Pwede ba yun? Pwede ba yun? Ha! Mukhang pwede. Okay, sige. Papalagpasin natin. So far, I've lost count. But it's gonna be last 2 or last 1 because he's already holding 2 kilo ng bigas. So that's plenty for everybody. But only 10. And I think that's gonna be it. Yes, sir. Thank you very much to the kids of San Juan and the kids of Caloocan for joining the party, for joining our free throw contest. Again, brought to you by Senator Jinggoy Estrada. Thank you very much, Senator, for your generosity, giving our participants each 2 kilo ng bigas. And come on, let's take a picture right here to wrap things up. Again, thank you very much, first and foremost, to Daily Fantasy. Dito, hawak mo ang laro. Thank you very much to Canos PH Sportswear for the merchandise you gave away to our fans. And last but not the least, thank you very much to Senator Jinggoy Estrada for your generosity, giving our participants each 2 kilo ng bigas. And that's it for our halftime segment. We'll be back for more action. Once again, this is
hawak ko ang laro.
Hi PSL fans, this is Irben Palencia of Caloocan Supremos. Sali na sa Daily Fantasy and Fantasy Sport ng Pilipinas. Pumili ng top basketball players at mag-build ng sariling dream team sa Daily Fantasy. Dahil dito, sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. Join now, playdailyfantasy.com.
Hoop fans, welcome to the President's Cup Top 10 Plays of the Week. Let's dive straight into the action, starting with number 10.
Zach Wang.
Unmolested there inside, even with a defender. He was able to get the two-pointer. Now he has 5 points.
At number 9.
The crowd are standing up. It's winning time. The layup for the tie. 9 seconds to go. We are tied at 73-all. The Reapers and the Supremos.
Great patience there by Biton. In and out. Losing the ball.
Top 8.
Essen outside to Collado. 4-3. Bang! It rolls in! Was that really the play, Mark?
You take 3 points.
Big shot for Big J Collado.
Look at that. What a pass by Hesek. The ball. And the ball fake by Collado set everything up.
Making it on 7th.
Vamos. A very noisy crowd. Michael with a beautiful fake. Basketball count was a foul.
Michael Mabula facing the basket. 2 feet in the paint.
Look at the Michael Mabulak versus Binyan in their last game.
Sliding into number 6.
In the country for 3. Oh! Big shot by Spider-Mac.
That's why you have Spider-Mac in that lineup. What a finish in the first half.
What did I say? One of the best, one-on-one players in the country. And Spider-Mac with his first 3-point shot. And it's our move of the half.
Through at number 5.
Alex will not be happy about it.
Tolentino catch and shoot. Air ball again. Cruz! Oh, what a shot by Mark Cruz. That should be our move of the half.
Problem, they're down.
Zakwa.
Cracking into the top 4.
He drops it to Jay Collado. Now Jay Collado with his second field goal of the game. No, that will be his third. I'm sorry. Now he has 6 points in the first half.
Podium time at number 3.
Manday. He puts the move. Ankle breaker. Jeff Manday playing for Colegio de Santa Ana de Victorias and Victorias Negros Occidental. He's 29 years old. Did not play in the UAAP. Did not play in the NCAA. That's a 3 from Paul Galanza.
At number 2.
Oh, look at that. Walmart damaging the brainwaves of Nico Elorde.
Staring down Nico right after that great move.
Orland Walmart scoring.
And the top play of the week.
Show that to the opposing team. Oh! Manday pulling the trigger. And it's bullseye. His first from downtown.
Jeff Curry, too much sauce. Oh my goodness.
From Supremos behind this ball game. Jeff Manday with a step back 3-pointer. Bullseye. His first from downtown. He is 1 out of 2 from long distance.
That's a wrap for our top 10 plays of the week. Stay tuned for more basketball brilliance. And until next time, keep the hoop spirit alive.
awarding ceremony for our Pilipinas Super League 2025 President's Cup Season 2024 to 2025. First, we'll be awarding our Medical 5. Now may we call on our Commissioner, Mr. Jerry Esprona, together with our President, Chris Bautista, to present the award together with the sponsors. May we call on the sponsors on the center court to award the Medical 5 awardees. First, may we call on the representative of Denver Party List of Honorable Congresswoman Claudine Diana Bautista, Ms. Karen Abiera. May we call on also the marketing manager of Don Benito's ang Pambansang Kasava, Mr. Alvin Torno. May we also call on the center court the Assistant General Manager of Carlos PH, Ms. Mary Queen Diaz. We would like to call on the Daily Fantasy representative, Ms. Nelisa Chua. And last but not the least, may we call on the center court the marketing of Sogo Hotel, Miss April Joy Culaton. First awardee of our Medical 5 2025 President's Cup from San Juan Kings, Michael Calisan. And now may we call on the second member of our Medical 5, still from San Juan Kings, Orlan Wamar. And the third member of our Medical 5 from Caloocan Supremos, Chris Biton. And the fourth member of the Medical 5 from Pangasinan, Abono Rivers, Michael Mabula. And to complete the fifth member of our Mythical Five, still from Pangasinan, Abono Rippers, Jory Napoles.
Wala.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Mythical Five for Pilipinas Super League 2025 President's Cup. And now the moment that we've all been waiting for. The most valuable player of the season. From San Juan Kings, go for gold. Wearing jersey number 2, Michael Calisan. Ladies and gentlemen, your most valuable player of the season of Pilipinas Super League 2025 President's Cup.
All right, we are back here inside the FILOIL ECOOIL Center in San Juan. And the Caloocan lamang ng 2 puntos, 30-28 against the San Juan Kings. This is game number 2. Sandy Grumo with Mark, make that Noy Africa. Daniel Aguardia, our courtside reporter. I'm sorry, Noy. And your thoughts on the first half? You know, the Caloocan Supremos very aggressive and Jeremy Cabanag top scoring for the team.
Well, you can no longer use the excuse of being tired and weary. This is a game 2. This is an elimination game for Caloocan, and so far what they've done very well here in the first half, they were able to limit Orlan Momar to just 5 points. Michael Calisaan, who was just recently announced as the MVP, only with 2 points so far in the first half.
And how about Jeff Banday scoring from long distance? That was to end the first quarter. A lot of players scoring big time for the Caloocan Supremos, pero ito namang San Juan Kings, hindi nagpapauli. Palaging, they always have an answer.
Well, so far, all San Juan has to do right now is just to keep in step with Caloocan. Wait until Caloocan eventually feels the pressure of this game. This is a game 2. They're playing at home. You're gonna have to force Caloocan to feel the pressure. And so far in the first half, very close, 32% for Caloocan from the field, 31% for San Juan. San Juan with a slight rebounding advantage, 23-19. And curiously enough, it's actually San Juan leading in fast break points with 10-5. You'd think that Caloocan will be more comfortable pushing the pace. What with great guards in Baitoon, Manday, and Cabanag. Cabanag was exploded for 12 points in the first half.
All right, we are set to go. Game number 2. This is the second half. And the San Juan Kings will start with Orlan Momar, John Galinato, Dex Maiquez, AJ Soberano, and Michael Calisan, who won the MVP during the half. And a turnover committed by the San Juan Kings. How about our president, Chris Bautista? He will be celebrating his birthday on March 24. Para may iba naman, wheelchair basketball naman ang handog ni Chris Bautista sa kanyang karawan sa March 24. Ngayong taon po. AC! Bang!
That time, the simple up fake, a dribble to the left, enough to give AC Soberano an open three.
And now the San Juan Kings are up. Oh! And Manlangit, who did not play in game number 1 and during the semis, now he has 5 points. Oh, AC scoring back-to-back triples to put San Juan ahead by 2.
You're going to have to put a body on AC Soberano. Remember, he holds the league record with 13 threes against top-tier Athletics Lipa.
Wamar, also in the mythical 5 this season. Ball deflected out of bounds. Last touch, Dex Marquez.
See once again, AC Soberano, one pick, pulls up for 3, despite the 2 defenders on him. Wamar spotting him yet again for another 3.
Wamar attracting the defense there. That's why AC was wide open. He is number 1 in 3-point field goal percentage. Cabanag was hot back and a first half with 12 points. That nullified the 3-point shot of Chris Biton. The basket will not count for the Supremos.
Most ball handlers upon giving up the basketball, setting a screen that time. Jeremy Cabanag caught for the illegal screen.
34 to 32. 7 lead changes, 7 deadlocks. Here in game number 2, Daniel LaGuardia, what's the latest?
With the close game, Coach Alex Angeles remains calm. Sabi nga niya, pressure is a privilege. You just have to embrace it. Kaya naman he reminded his players in the dugout to settle down, calm yourself. Don't forget to breathe dahil yan lang ang solusyon sa pressure. To get game 2, they have to be smarter and wiser, focusing on playing the right way. Sabi Coach Noy?
The pressure is not new to Alex Angeles.
Yeah, that's right. The pressure is definitely a privilege because that means you're playing in a big game, and these players have been working for, pretty much the rest of their careers for big games like this.
Jeff Banday, Cabanag rises up for 2, and we are tied at 36 all.
Continuing to wax on now with 14 in the game.
And the MVP scoring to take the lead back. 38-34.
Usually players who are awarded the MVP usually struggle in game. But let's see if Michael Calasan can flip the script here. Only had 2 points in the first half.
Manlangit for 3. Rebounded by Gabi Espinas. Panday can't get it to fall. Short is Cabanag, picked up by Espinas. Panday. Manlangit will take it. Bam!
What an activation in the roster. JJ Manlangit with 2 big threes here in the third.
38-37. And Galinato throws it away. So the Caloocan Supremos 5 out of 14 from long distance. Manlangit free there. His second triple of the game to cut down the lead to 1.
Got a miscommunication between Galinato and Marquez on who was to pick up JJ Manlangit.
Biton as part of the mythical 5 here. We had the awarding ceremony during the half. Manday. Outside to Chris for 3. Can't get it. Manday keeping it alive. Finds trouble and he is fouled by Dex Marquez. He did not see Chris Biton going to the hole.
Well, that time pretty much duty foul for Dex Marquez. They did not have the numbers on defense. Could turn out to be a good foul for San Juan.
38-37. The Kings are ahead by 1. There's the screen by Manlangit. He gets it and throws it away, but they will maintain possession. I'm sorry, so last touch on the San Juan Kings. This will be catch and shoot for the Caloocan Supremos. 6:19 remaining in the third period. Servat. Oh, that's Gabi Espinas.
San Juan just forgot about Gabi Espinas right there. Worry of Jeff Manday and Jeremy Cabanek spotting up.
Dex Marquez with a fake. And he is fouled.
And that was made possible because Dex Marquez can hit from three. See their miscommunication. No one picking up Gabi Espinas, too wide open.
Going glass, that is his forte. Prince Kasin in the game for Jeff Manday. Prince Kasin has been scoreless from long distance. He's 0-4 here in game number 2. Marquez at the line, and now we are tied at 39 all. The 8th deadlock of the game. 6 minutes remaining. Marquez, 10 points, 5 rebounds, 1 steal. Goes 2 out of 2 at the free throw line. The crowd here inside the FILOIL ECOOIL Center in the city of San Juan.
So far, Dex Marquez has been putting up the numbers that Michael Calisan should be producing. And if you're San Juan, you're just waiting for Michael Calisan to get activated.
Chris. For a moment, Orlando Omar stopped defending Chris because he was hit in the stomach. Cabanag with a hang-time move.
Well, I think he likes this matchup with AC Soberano, former teammate in San Beda.
Oh, it's been back and forth. 3, that's good. That is the third for AC Soberano. He is number 1 in 3-point field goal percentage this season.
All Jeremy Cabanag could do was the smile. They've had this matchup in college, in practice.
Cabanag answers back. He is a flamethrower. Marquez is fouled by Gabi Espinas.
Look at them shaking hands right after. Sagutan, magkabila. AC Soberano for 3 over Jeremy Cabanag. And on the other side this time, it's Cabanag hitting one over AC Soberano.
They are guarding each other. Romel Calahat, very quiet here in the game. He comes in for Manlangit. They had 3 triples here in game number 2. Samandalis. This will be his first appearance here in game number 2. Marquez travels.
Definitely lifted his pivot foot on that fake.
You know, both coaches very relaxed here in the game. Toto Trujillo and Alex Angeles.
Well, you know, Coach Toto is always relaxed.
Yeah, when I mentioned that earlier when I talked to him before the broadcast, he's soft-spoken. Ang baba nga ng boses.
Parang walang problema.
Parang, Chris Romel. Shot clock at 7. Calahat thinking 3, change his mind. Shot clock at 5.
That was a shot that Caloocan was expecting Calahat to take. He was wide open for a little bit but chose to try and give it to Jeff Manday.
Manday. And the struggle continues for Jeff Manday from long distance. Only 1 here in the game. Calahat is open. And Dex Marquez coming down with it. Michael. And it's all orange shirts for the rebound. Prince. Chris. Calahat providing the screen. Calahat goes inside for the kill.
That time Chris Bidol finding Romel Calahat sliding inside. That's now 5 assists for Bidol despite not yet scoring in this game.
The Supremos led by as many as 7 points. The Kings led by as many as 3. It's been a pretty close game 2 here in San Juan. AC. That's Samandal, I'm sorry. Manday step out of bounds.
Interesting how San Juan bringing Sabandal late here in the game in the second half. Once again, that great role and the great find.
I like that pocket pass. The San Juan Kings using 13 players here in the game, while the Caloocan Supremos using 14 players. Rainiel in the game. AC with a seductive fake. And Prince Cousin coming down with it. 3 minutes and 10 remaining in the third period. We are glad that you can join us. Game number 2 of the PSL Finals. Chris Kalahat. Here is Manday. Rises up for too strong, and rebounded by Michael Calisan.
Great effort by Hugnaton trying to close out on Jeff Manday.
Ball goes out of bounds. It's going to be Caloocan basketball. And AC Soberano is asking Coach Alex Angeles to replace a replacement, and it's Arvin Gamboa hitting the call. He is back here in the game as AC Soberano will go back to the bench.
Well, the thing is, Caloocan is trying to attack the defense of AC Soberano. That's why he's huffing and puffing right now. But I'm pretty sure he's going to be back in the fourth quarter.
Valencia in the game now for the Supremos. Manday, here is Kalahat. Thinking 3, he changed his mind. Oh, what a move by Romel Kalahat. Nice move. Sweet move.
Attacking the defense of the MVP.
48-43. He has 5 points. Hugnaton for 3. And it's Caloocan basketball.
I like how Caloocan, whenever a shot at them comes from the San Juan Kings, you're seeing nothing but orange inside the paint, making sure that Calisan won't be able to get those offensive rebounds.
And the most valuable player this season will go back to their bench, Michael Calisan.
Actually, a little confused if we are in San Juan or in Caloocan. This Caloocan crowd has been loud.
And the San Juan Kings will get a technical foul again.
Already had one for improper bench decorum in the first half.
And now I think it's for continuous or for assenting to a non-call. It could be continuous complaining. Jeff Manday. Oh! He is one of the best shooters here. His first miss in the series.
Would have been very important for any shooter to see that ball go in. That's why teams usually designate their shooters as the one taking those free throws in those kinds of situations to hopefully get them into some kind of rhythm.
Was make that 3 out of 3 in game number 2 at the line. Kalahat puts the move against Soriano. Valencia gets by Alforque. He stops, finds trouble with it. Manday can't see space. Foul is on John Bonsubre.
Good job by Sabandal, fighting over the screen there by Jun Bonsubre. I thought it was quite a mismatch having a young player having to try and stop Jeff Manday.
It's a 5-point lead. For the Supremos, Sabandal. Rainiel, he drops it to Soriano. First 2 points for Soriano here in the series.
Very important contributions here from the young guns of the San Juan Kings at time. It's Soriano with his first 2 points of the game.
Prince. Oh, this time he will score. He's been missing his shots from long distance since game number 1.
He has been a missing link in the offense of Caloocan. What a time for a 3 to come for Prince Cousin.
That's a bad foul committed by Valencia because they are in the penalty already. Prince Cousin scoring from downtown. Prince Casin was 0 of 2 back in game number 1 from long distance. And in the first half, Prince was 0 of 1. Royce Alforque missed his first free throw. It's been a very noisy crowd. Royce missing both free throws.
Right now, San Juan 10 out of 19 from the free throw line, and they're down 6.
Romel. Valencia, Alforque guarding him. Taken away by the Kings. Sabandal going all the way. Basket will count. You know, he was able to absorb the contact, change his shot in midair, and got it to go.
What guts here, going up against 3 defenders. Joem Sabandal with a crucial basket. That's the lead down to just 4 points.
51-47 at the line is Sabandal. Sabandal played 5 minutes in game number 1 and did not score. There's the drums and there's the crowd. Oh, Kalat puts the move and he travels without a visa.
Thought that was too good of a move. That's why he got open.
51-47. Let's take a look at this one.
Sometimes referees,
I don't know.
Referees would let you get away with that one.
Rainy Lugnatan. Kalahat guarding him. Going closer to the hole. And he cuts down the lead to 2 points, 51-49. Lugnatan with his first field goal here in the 3rd period. Jeff Mandai is fouled. Will they count it or not? And they will not count it. It's not in the act.
Luckily for San Juan, they only have 1 team foul. That was only their second, as you see. Raiden Hugnatan liking that matchup against the young buck, taking him all the way to the rim.
2-point lead, 4.7 remaining. Jeremy Cabanag checks back in for Prince Casin.
San Juan with still 2 fouls to give.
Ervin Palencia will throw it in. Cabanag coming out to the screen. 4-3. Mandai able to get the offensive rebound, but with no more time remaining. 4th quarter is coming up next. You're watching game number 2 of the PSL Finals. And Caloocan on top by 2.
For our in-game trivia question brought to you by Daily Fantasy. Dito, hawak mo ang laro. And ngayon kasama natin si... Bro, ano pangalan mo?
Ron J po.
Okay, bro Ron. Ito ang tanong ko para sa'yo. Noong naglalaro po Rainel Hugnatan at si Gabby Espinas sa PBA, saang team sila nagsama? Alam mo ba kung saan?
Meralco Bolts po.
Sure ka ba dyan, Ron? Sure ka ba na Meralco Bolts ang sagot mo?
Opo.
That is correct indeed. Gabby Espinas and Rainel Hugnatan, nagsama po sila sa Meralco Bulls nung sila pa ay naglalaro sa PBA. And dahil dyan, Ron, dahil tama ka, meron kang loot bag, again, brought to you by Daily Fantasy. Dito, hawak mo. And of course, dahil napaka-generous ng ating mga sponsors dito sa Pilipinas Super League, meron din po siyang matatanggap na Don Benitos ang pambansang kasava. Lahat yan sa'yo, Ron. Maraming salamat. And baka may gusto kayo shoutout, mabilisan lang.
Thank you po.
Ayun, maraming salamat Ron, maraming salamat po sa ating mga sponsors. Magbabalik po ang Pilipinas Super League.
Hawak ko ang laro.
Daily Fantasy and Fantasy Sports ng Pilipinas. Pumili ng top basketball players at mag-build ng sariling dream team sa Daily Fantasy. Dahil dito sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. Join now at playdailyfantasy.com. Scan the QR code or click the link to answer the question on the form for a chance to win 500 Daily Fantasy coins. Fourth quarter action, game number 2. This could be the last for the San Juan Kings, and the Caloocan Supremos will try to live another day. They're staring at elimination. Prince for 3. Oh! Buzzer foul! And it's a 4-point play for Prince Casin.
Great ball movement right there for Caloocan, swinging that basketball around. Cabanag finding Casin. Arm Gabo a little too late. Hit the arm. 4-point opportunity for Prince Casin.
And I love the confidence of Prince Casin because he was shooting since the semis and he was missing since the semis. And he completes the 4-point play. 55-49. It's a 6-point lead for the Supremos to start the fourth quarter. Rainy Lugnatan with only one field goal here. Matias guarding him short. And Palencia corrals it. The Supremos shooting 39% from the field. That's 20 of 51 here in his entire game. Matias for 3. And Zach Wong coming down with it. Rainiel with only one field goal here. Samandao and Cabanag defending. And it's a foul on Jeremir Cabanag. The Kings are shooting 41% from the field at 17 of 41 here in game number 2. And they're shooting 50% from the free throw line, 10 out of 20.
Like how Joem Sabandal not afraid of the moment, the guts to try and take on Jeremy Cabanag in the post, able to fish for a foul.
Sabandal now with 3 points. Joem Sabandal, he averaged 8 minutes and 48 seconds this season, averaged 3 points a game and shooting 50% from the free throw line. And he goes 2 out of 2 at the line here. And the fourth quarter. The San Juan Kings will try to finish this series here at home. While the Caloocan Supremos, they would like to extend the series and will go back to Caloocan this coming Monday. And Prince Casin missing out the 3. Hugnatan changed his mind. Zach Wong, he goes inside, he drops it. The MVP not able to get it.
Phalanx of defenders waiting to meet Calisan up top.
He got stuck in there in heavy traffic. Romel Calahat, Michael Calisan guarding him. Here is Jeff Manday, a dangerous shooter. One of the best. Prince for 3, and it's way off. He's been missing 2 straight already from long distance to start the fourth quarter. We go outside. Zach Wong. And Prince getting the rebound. And he's asking for a replacement right now.
Then we do have Manlangit and Bituon now at the scorer's table waiting to check in at the next dead ball.
Manlangit is fouled by Joem Sabandal. Chris Biton checks back in. So it's going to be Chris Biton, Manlangit, Matias, Manday, and Palencia for the Caloocan Supremos. They're ahead by 4 points.
Sobrano back on the floor for San Juan, had 3 threes in that third.
Valencia. Here is Chris, the extra pass. Manday. That's a foul on Manlangit. We're holding on to AC Soberano. Manday was wide open. He had a clean look. Be the second team foul on the Supremos and a first for Manlangit. Zacua, Orlan Romar, Soberano, Ognatan, and Michael Calisan for the Kings. Under 7 minutes remaining. Romar very quiet here in game number 2.
The defensive schemes working so far for Caloocan. Orlan Romar only with 5 points in the game.
Romar with 6 assists, 5 points, and 3 rebounds. Biton, here is Palencia, working against Orlan Romar. Palencia outside to Manlangit. Bang!
A great addition for Caloocan. Manlangit now in the game with 10 points.
Michael goes inside. He is fouled and it throws out. A hard foul given up. Michael Calisan is down on the floor. The most valuable player is down on the floor.
It has been a struggle for him. 4 points and 5 rebounds so far. Matias with a hard foul, but we're in the final, so you're not going to expect easy intrusions inside the paint.
The one key factor in San Juan's Game 1 victory was their dominance on the boards, outward-bounding Caloocan 47-29. The Kings asserted their presence in the offensive glass, pulling down 13 offensive rebounds, and it's because of Michael Calisan. He has 8 offensive rebounds in game number 1. And do we have a timeout or not?
No, I think we're going to have a review on that last play, on that foul by Matias on Calisan.
And that offensive rebounds translate to 12 second chance points, giving them a crucial edge in the tightly contested match.
That's a regular foul on Matias.
Well, he felt the law. Michael Calisan felt the law.
Well, when you're MVP, you get awarded at halftime. Of course, you're going to have a target at your back, on your back, I mean.
Well, I said earlier, Michael Calisan felt the law of Matias. The most valuable player at the line. And how about Michael Calisan? Only 5 points here, 5 rebounds.
He already has 3 blocks, so defensively he has been present for San Juan, but they need his points right now.
You know, they shut down Orlan Romar, they shut down the most valuable player, Michael Calisan. Chris. This is the separation. Manlangit going to the right. Jeff looking at their shot clock. Manlangit. Shot clock at 3. He shoots. Battle for the rebound. Won by Zach. Pushed away by Ronnie Matias.
You know, Zach Wang, when you look at his numbers, it's not going to be significant, but all of the contributions that he gives on the floor doesn't show up in the stats, but you see right there, fighting for that rebound, getting possession for San Juan.
5.5 remaining in game number 2. Zach Wang, Matias on him. And the steal by Palencia. He will go all the way for the layup.
Really done a good job denying Orlan Romar of touches here.
5 minutes and 16 seconds remaining in game number 2. Ervin Palencia with a quick hands going all the way for the bucket. Transition points for the Caloocan Supremos. We'll be right back. crowd was brought to you by Dumper Party List. Fast break points. That will be the 7th for the Caloocan Supremos. You know, fast break points killing the Caloocan Supremos back in game number 1 because of the Wamar-Calisan combination.
But so far, they've managed to just hold San Juan to 12 fast break points. And this guy, Manlangit, has really been on a tear already with 10 points in the game.
Manlangit did not play in the semis and in game number 1. Here's a replacement of Paul Sanga, who will not be playing here in game number 2. Don Galinato is in the game now for the Kings. Inside pass is broken up by Chris Biton, and another turnover committed by the Kings. That will be their 17th here in game number 2. Chris Biton played for St. Clair of Caloocan. He is 30 years old. Won a lot of championships when he was with St. Clair. And he goes inside, and he is fouled. And he goes down.
So that time with nothing happening on that offensive sequence for Caloocan, Chris Biton just putting his head down, able to fish for a foul. Biggest mistake right there for John Galinato. This guy is a lefty. You never give the left side to a lefty. Force him to go right.
Good point, Noy Africa. It's an 8-point advantage for the Caloocan Supremos, their largest here in the series.
And interestingly, even with Caloocan up by 8, Chris Biton has been scoreless in this game.
And the Supremos is shooting 7 out of 9 from the free throw line, and he missed both free throws. Lamar. Again, another turnover for the San Juan Kings. It is their 18th here in game number 2. Palencia. Bad pass by Irvin Palencia. Kickball violation. And it's San Juan basketball.
They're really making Orlan Wamar work here.
Jaromir Cabanag back in the game now for the Caloocan Supremos.
Looking to make the final push.
Well, that was a lazy pass, Noy.
Because Calisan had nowhere to go. Caloocan forcing somebody else to run the offense for San Juan. Anybody but Orlan Wamar.
AC Soberano. 4-3. And rebounded by Jaromir Cabanag.
That time that was a fourth shot for AC Soberano. His threes in the third quarter were all set up.
Under 4 minutes remaining in game number 2. The Supremos will try to live another day, while the Kings wants to finish it right now here at home. Chris Michael on him. Oh, a lot of pressure there, but Chris was able to score even with a hand on his face.
First 2 points for Chris Biton, despite the outstretched arms of Michael Calisan.
Michael is rejected again inside.
3 players converging on Michael Calisan that time.
Under 3 minutes remaining. And this is the largest lead of the Caloocan Supremos in the series at 10 points. Cabanag. Soberano on him. 4-3. Way out. And there was a lot of pressure when he took that shot. For 3. And rebounded by Jaromir Cabanag. 2 minutes and 25 seconds remaining. Chris Biton, Ronnie Matias, Manlangit, Cabanag, and Manday. Chris, short. on the layup. AC. Short. And he blows the layup.
Good job there by Caloocan, forcing AC Soberano to put the ball on the floor.
And the Kings shooting 17 of 48 from the field. And look at the crowd going to the exits of the FILOIL ECOOIL Center. But Langit creating space for 2. This is the largest lead of the Caloocan Supremos at 14 points with 1:14 to go. Manlangit with 12 points, 4 rebounds. He's hot and he's feeling it. Back in a moment. Timeout was brought to you by Dumper Party List. This is a big game. And some big shots are fired from the outside. Crispy Toe nailing it over Michael Calisan. There's the rejection by Ronnie Matias on the MVP. And a shot there from the outside. But Langit scoring. Now he is 12 points and 4 rebounds. Crispy Toe with only 1 field goal, but he has 5 assists. And Crispy Toe, a member of the mythical 5-day season. Samandal for 3. Oh! Big shot from Joel Samandal. And he cuts down the lead to 9 points, 64 to 55. 1:30 to go. Chris Viton and Orlando Mark keeping an eye on him. Chris is praising to Cabanag for 3. That's good! Will they count it or not?
Seeing Orlando Mark on the floor.
And we have an officials review the 6th time here in the game. And the game announcer telling both benches to go. Asking the players to go to their respective benches. So let's see this, Noy.
See right there on the kick-out pass. I believe they exchange some sweet nothing after that pass. Let's see what the referees will call. Also, what needs to be checked is does the shot for Jeremy Cabanag count?
This is crucial. If that basket will count for the Supremos, it will be 67 to 55.
Also, what's important for both teams, you should start looking ahead already to Game 3. The last thing you want to do right here is to get suspended for Game 3. I mean, this could be a lost cause already for San Juan, but your mentality has to always be, you're fighting for a championship, so you do not want to get thrown out for anything untoward on the floor.
This is the 7th game of Coach Alex Angeles, and he's been undefeated in 7 games. No, 6 games. So let's see let's hear it from the officials. Chris Viton the smile that can light up the television screen.
Although
Orlin Omar, the struggle is real for him.
Although I believe if anything would be called, it would just be on both players canceling each other out. Chris Biton trying to get a high five.
And Orlin Omar
not having any of it.
Yes. Oh, the three of Jeremy Cabana will not be counted. It's a double and sportsmanlike foul on Chris and Orlin. Number 2 on Biton, the third for Omar. Oh, he's like the last of the Mohicans, Chris Biton. Remember that movie back in the 90s starring Daniel Day-Lewis and Madeline Stowe?
I'm trying to remember if I watched the movie. I'll try to watch it tonight.
64-55. This timeout is brought to you by Dumper Party List.
Hawak ko ang laro.
The Caloocan Supremos ahead by 9 points with 1:15 to go. A lot of time remaining here. Noy.
Still very much possible for San Juan, but what's important, this defensive stop, only 5 seconds remaining on the shot clock of Caloocan. And the last thing that you want to do for San Juan, you're already in the penalty with 14 fouls, so you do not want to give up a foul here.
So shot clock at 5 seconds for the Supremos. Chris Biton will throw it in. Joining him there is Jeremy Cabanak. Manlangit is there also. Kalahat and Manday. Here is Manday. Air ball. AC. With 1:05 to go, we will have a jump ball. We will not gonna be using the possession arrow. It is our home rule.
Funny how the Caloocan bench immediately looking at the possession arrow. They're gonna jump it up at center court.
Yes. Well, it's good for Caloocan. It's bad for the Kings because the jump ball will happen at the center court. So Kalisan and Kalahat will jump it up. (64-55), 1:05 remaining here in game number 2. Sabandal. Oh, taken away by Chris Biton. Manday goes out into the hands of Manlangit. Picked up by Manday, but we have a foul on Manlangit. It's an offensive foul. Both teams are in the penalty, but there will be no shooting for Orlin Omar because it's an offensive foul.
San Juan still not giving up on this game. A three-pointer here would cut the lead down to just 6 points.
I guess Omar, now Kalahat is on him. I guess Michael, short. And it's Caloocan basketball.
It has been that kind of game for Michael Calisan, only with 5 points.
Most valuable player, Michael Calisan, only 5 points here in the game. There's 6 rebounds and 1 assist. Orlando Lamar, 5 points, 3 rebounds and 6 assists. Oh, I see center coach Jigoya start approaching the bench of Caloocan. Nag-shake hands na. See, this... yeah, with 23 seconds to go, just wait for the official score here. Dex. Yeah, that sums up the game of the San Juan Kings here in game number 2.
Really, it was a great defense by Caloocan, being able to not allow Michael Calisan and Orlando Omar to be a factor in this game, making sure that they do not find any kind of rhythm in this game.
So the Caloocan Supremos even the series 1 game apiece. So we'll go back to Caloocan for game number 3. Winner take all, sudden death.
I believe this will be happening this Monday at 7 p.m. Game 3 situation. What else can you ask for?
The Kings struggled from the field, 18 of 55. Crispy Torn with a move. And that is our move of the game. Look at, he took it over Michael, the MVP, Calisan. And Caloocan winning game number 2 to level the series in 1 game apiece. And our best player is none other than Jeremy Cabana. Well, I said he's been on and off here in this season, but what mattered most here is his game tonight in game number 2.
Well, he's always played well in game 2s in the semis. He had 21 points in a game 2 loss against Pangasinan, this time finishing with 19 points.
All right, and Daniel Aguardia is with our best player of the game, Jeremy Cabana. Daniel, take it away.
Thank you so much, Sandy and Coach Noy. So, Jeromer, syempre alam natin hindi naging madali ang road papunta dito sa Game 2. And now that you got Game 3, how did you bounce back?
Siguro, lagi lang din sinabi sa amin ng management at saka mga coaches namin, mga boss namin na tapos na yung nangyari nung Game 1. Marami kaming lapses sa nangyari kaya kami natalo. So, going dito sa Game 2, parang yung mindset namin, bounce back talaga. Kailangan namin umabot ng Game 3. So, ginawa namin lahat, management, and teammates, and veterans. Lahat kami, parang nagkaisa kami na para makuha yung panalo ngayon. Ma-push namin sa Game 3.
Well, of course, andun yung added pressure, lalo na home court ng San Juan and everything considered. How did you, manage your composure and your focus? And you've been shooting threes everywhere.
Yun nga, we all know na San Juan team yan. Malakas yung sistema nila sa defense at saka offense, champion team yan. So, going to this game, yung parang mindset ko lang na lalaro lang ako, bibigay ko lang yung best ko and kung ano yung makakatulong sa mga teammates ko and sa team namin. Yun.
Well, thank you so much. Of course, you have a lot of fans na pumunta mismo dito sa San Juan and are also watching you online. May gusto ka ba sabihin sa kanila?
First of all, thank you sa asawa ko dahil nandito lagi para sumuporta sa akin. Sa mama ko, sa papa ko, sa mga kapatid ko doon sa Bacolod, mga pinsan ko dyan, mga taga Bacolod, para sa inyo to. And sana supportahan nyo kami. Tsaka sa lahat ng mga taga Caloocan, thank you. Dahil di kayo nagsasawang sumuporta para sa amin. And sa mga wife ng teammates ko, thank you. And sa mga boss namin. And of course, thank you Lord sa panalo namin ngayon. And of course kay Congressman Oka Malapitan, Mayor Along Malapitan, Consi, Enting Malapitan, Boss Felix, Boss Dennis, Boss Epay, Boss Dennis Abella, Stay Cool Clothing, Yan Coolers, Pukari Sweat. And thank you sa fans ng Caloocan sa walang sawang suporta sa amin. Shout out sa GCA 12 and 13 under varsity team and kay Father Ruel ng Jerusalem. Thank you sa lahat. Thank you.
Thank you so much once again. Congratulations, Jeremy, and to the Caloocan Supremos for forcing Game 3, and we will see you there. Sandy and Coach Noy?
We'll have a rubber match, winner take all, Game 3 next week. All right, in behalf of our courtside reporter Daniel Aguardia and my partner here, Noy Africa, my name is Sandy Grumo from San Juan. Thank you for watching the PSL Finals, the President's Cup of the PSL. My name is Sandy Grumo from San Juan. Mayong gabi, kaninyong tanan.